Hi everybody! How are you? I am feeling really old because daylight savings time really took it out of me this week. But the week is over and the weekend is here, but not before I give you one last hot serving scoop of wildness directly from Hollywood. I want to start off by mentioning the sad passing of Chuck Mosley. I want to make sure I got his name right. I just growing up knew him as the dude from Faith No More, that band that made some really cool alternative rock and really iconic music videos in the 90s. Unfortunately, he's passed away due to drug addiction. Very sad there. And a lot of the news from today is also very sad. I'll get to all of the sad, depressing news. There's so much of it. But first, let me start off on something more lighthearted. Kourtney Kardashian has at her house a huge naked photo of Khloé Kardashian. Those Kardashians love being nude. I wonder what I can't... You know what? Screw it. I can say whatever I want. Let me just think about what I'm going to say before I say it, which is kind of rare for me. When I said something about Kylie Jenner a couple of months ago, I got into a lot of trouble. This is what I'm going to say. I have a lot of naked t-shirts, like Madonna naked, and other inappropriate t-shirts for my life, in my opinion, around my kids. I personally wouldn't have a naked photo of my sister in my living room like Kourtney Kardashian does. Would you? This may surprise you, but I'm really conservative in many ways. Even though I might wear my hair crazy and wear outlandish clothes, I'm really old-fashioned in some ways. So, nudity around kids, I'm not that cool with. But hey, the Kardashians are totally cool, and you know, she's the mom and she does what she wants. Would you be cool with that? Would you do that around your kids? Like wear naked t-shirts or have a big old naked photo in your living room? Kourtney's fine with it. In other news that I want to get your opinion on, Kim Zolciak from the Real Housewives of Atlanta has opened up about the terrible accident that happened with one of her kids. Her son was mauled by a dog, and it turns out it was her dog. After the incident, she decided not to put her dog to sleep. She explains it was like a bad dream. Let me see. It's a process. I hated Sin, blah, blah, blah. I genuinely felt a deep rage, blah, blah, blah. Sin was always a good dog, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I have the whole thing up on my website, but if your dog did that, would you not put your dog down? I mean, if my dog got really violent and attacked my child to the point of hospitalization, which is what happened with Kim Zolciak, I would put my dog down just because I would be afraid that it would happen again. You know, she does what she thinks is right for her family. If a dog did that once, he may do it again. And I love dogs. I love Teddy Hilton. Even the thought of that, like, oh, makes me sad. But thankfully, Teddy doesn't bite. He whines. He's a whiner. And he nips occasionally, like my heels. You know, like the bottom of my pants if I'm leaving, because he doesn't like me to leave. In other news, Louis C.K. has broken his silence after 5 or 4 women came forward in the New York Times and alleged that he masturbated in front of them. So, Louis has apologized and confirmed that that did happen. And that's just one of many stories like that today. It seems like Hollywood is burning. So that happened with Louis C.K. As a result of everything, FX has dropped him, his management company has dropped him, and his movie that was supposed to come out next week has also been dropped. It will not be distributed. Also, Ed Westwick, who's been accused of rape from multiple women, is suffering some fallout over those accusations. His TV show that he was working on, he is no longer a part of, at least temporarily. Ay, ay, ay. In other unsavory news, J-Lo's manager, Benny Medina, has been accused of attempted rape by an actor. And he claims that there is a witness, a corroborator, who was present at the time that could back up his story. All the details on that on PerezHilton.com. Also, Jason Bateman's wife has confirmed that famous hotelier Andre Balaz sexually was inappropriate towards her, and other women have also made that allegation against him. Andre Balaz owns the Chateau Marmont Hotel here in West Hollywood, which is a celebrity hotspot. I wonder if the stars are no longer going to frequent it. I doubt it. I think they're going to continue to go to the Chateau, but I would love it for them to prove me wrong. In this awful vein of news, Ellen Page, X-Men alum, has come forward and claimed that Brett Ratner made homophobic and misogynistic statements repeatedly while they were filming X-Men together. Is Brett Ratner's career over? Bryan Cranston thinks Kevin Spacey's career is over. I don't know. I don't have much faith in Hollywood. Hollywood is a very forgiving industry. As I've said before, look at Mel Gibson. He's still working. In other news, Anthony Edwards, the ER vet, has come forward claiming that Broadway producer and friend of Bryan Singer, Gary Goddard, molested and raped him when he was just a teenager, and that he did the same to a friend of his, and that this happened for years. Wow, that is heartbreaking, and that is something that you carry with you your whole life. Very brave of Anthony Edwards to speak out, and everybody that has spoken out the last few weeks. It takes a lot of courage, especially because despite sharing their story, and even in some situations where multiple people have said similar things, there are still many people who doubt. There are still a lot of doubters out there. In other news, Corey Haim's mother is speaking out, saying that Charlie Sheen was not the person that raped her son, Corey Haim, when he was just a teenager. She has not named who that person is, but Charlie Sheen is probably breathing a heavy sigh of relief right now. Also, Rolling Stone founder Jan Wenner has been accused of sexual impropriety. Somebody claimed that Jan Wenner made an advance towards him and promised to further his career if he had sex with him, and he turned Jan Wenner down, and blah, 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 blah. Oy. Hollywood. But I don't think this is a problem that is exclusive to Hollywood. I think this goes on in many professions all over the world. And actually, my trainer, who is Swedish, says that something like this, what's happening in Hollywood, is going down right now in Sweden, too, with women coming forward about Swedish celebrities. It's crazy. Crazy, exhausting, draining, but I want to end things with some positive news. Tyrese has announced that he is expecting a baby. Yay! Happy baby news to end things today. Congratulations to Tyrese and his baby mama-to-be, his wife, Samantha Gibson. And that's that. Hi. Look at this scrumptiousness right here. We're so big. Mwah. Mwah. She doesn't like the mustache. Say bye, friends. Bye-bye. And say, if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment, share it, and if you're not doing so yet and you're watching, follow me. Mwah.